Well, hello there. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Another new day here in SanShabbadoo. We're doing a little speed build here. I'm doing the voiceover separate because I build very slow, and I build even slower when I'm trying to think about what to say at the same time as I'm thinking about what to build. So as promised, we are making a new little residential commercial district here and expanding our park. I decided to keep that road there, but make it a pedestrian street. I'm extending the district on one side of the commercial street because I want there to be the organic local produce on that side of the street and just regular commercial shops on the other side of the street, on the park side. I've got this lovely grass-filled tram line by Akruas from the workshop, and I'm extending the tram line, connecting it to the other side to make a nice circle, a nice loop. Don't need that little turnaround there anymore, so this is going to be a complete circuit here. And then just filling in lots of new residential areas. That's going to be with the Green Cities self-sufficient housing, little district specialization there. Soften the terrain a little bit and put in some commercial. Making some gaps here to put some walking paths there to make it easy for the residents to get to the commercial areas. And the other thing is every time I do the edit for an episode, I see mistakes. And so after we finish this walkway here, we're going to go back and try to fix some of the mistakes. I have a feeling this will be a recurring segment. We're also going to start a little farm area there, a little Industries DLC. This is what I was talking about. That's out of alignment. I'm going to add another walkway here. I don't know what's up with the terrain there at the foot of that walkway there. It's a little bit strange. If anybody knows how I can fix that, because it makes it pop up a little bit there, you might notice that. And so lots of different ways to get across the highway. I want to make sure that my Sims don't have to go far to find a way across the highway. I want access to all the different areas by foot. Here's where some trees sticking through the highway. Make a few adjustments to the paths. Try to get this church and cemetery here level. It's popping up in weird ways. And then I need some sort of a door here. After trying a few assets from the workshop, I end up using a vanilla asset. It's this little rooftop access door, little prop there. And that just gives you the illusion that there's a way, an exit from the back there. We've got our retirement center here. Trying to get it to jive with the terrain a little bit. The road is higher than the highway there. When in doubt, just make a little rock wall here. Hopefully the residents there aren't going to fall on those rocks there. That could be a safety issue. I might have to revisit that and maybe put a little fence there just for safety. Okay. Well, I think we need another walkway going across the slip ramp here. Right, and that will connect with our new district. So copy and pasting these walkways with Move It. It's a useful feature, although every time you copy and paste these things, you create new challenges. There's some sort of... the walkway looks like it's popping through the stairs there a little bit. I'll try to fix that later. Found out you can't put the park entrance on the pedestrian road because I don't have that as a pedestrian area. I'm going to try to keep it from being a pedestrian area so I don't have to pay for the extra space, because the pedestrian areas... I just noticed some fire engines going through there. Okay, so that means the idea of service vehicles being able to go through the pedestrian street, that is working. Oh, and I see I am low on water. Some of the residents are needing some water, so I'm going to have to upgrade my water services, looks like. And yeah, another access here to the other side of the community, right? The new district needs plenty. And then this thing again. It's popping into the terrain. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me know if anyone knows what's the deal with that. So I'm going to try to connect this pathway with the other pathway behind these commercial buildings, just so there's a more greener alternative rather than just walking down the sidewalks, right? Always nicer to walk amongst the trees. Okay, another water pump here. I like to fuse these, make it look like one double pump. This is something that was bothering me, just the shape of that intersection, so I'm adjusting it with the node controller. And yeah, the terrain popping out into the water a little bit on those water treatment plants, so I'm going to adjust that. Sneak a little one of these 1-unit roads by Delta 5-1 off the workshop. Sneak it behind these and see if I can fit one more treatment plant right behind there in that little corner. Probably going to revisit that, maybe paint it in with some surface painter and see if I can make it look nicer. Get that shoreline looking good. Could be a place for a key wall there. I think probably I'm going to do that. So back to services. Every time you expand and get more citizens, you're going to need some more fire, some more police, right? And I think some more education as well. But first, let's get a new tram line here, all right? Since it's a circuit now, I just deleted the old line, and I'm just creating a circular tram line going clockwise, and then I'll make one going counterclockwise. Now, I decided to make only the clockwise version going up into that little extension to the park. I'm not sure if I want the counterclockwise to go up there, right? Haven't really decided if I'm going to keep it that way. I may send both lines up into that circuit, into that extension there. Let me know what you think. So I adjusted the colors. I like a little bit of a more muted tone there. And here, yeah, I was talking about I need to add another school. More Sims means more services. So nice spot here for a school, kind of in between the two districts, although technically they're the same district. I might separate them later, make them two separate districts, but for me it works even though they're on different sides of the highway. So here I'm adjusting the budget for the electricity. I want to try to get to this next milestone without having to add another power plant, because I want to build a geothermal plant in my industrial area. Okay, my park leveled up, so that's always nice. It's leveling up quite quickly. And now we're going to make our first Industries DLC area. It's going to be a farming area. So just to build a little loop here, it's going to be a one-way road loop. And I want to make it just the right distance for the fields. You see, I placed my main building, a little outside the district, so I've got to redraw the district there, get it ready. Hey, all right. We're a busy town. 5,000. We've got some decorative roads. I believe bicycles are unlocked now, yes. So that'll be probably a whole episode trying to add biking to the city. We've got the big fire and police and hospital. Got this nice bus station. Ooh, the skate park, the fishing pier, some nice parks. Sightseeing buses. All kinds of fun, though. These are container storage warehouses from the workshop. They're really nice. One of the things that I don't see up here is... Oh, there it is, the geothermal power plant. That is something that I've been looking forward to having, and I want to probably build that right away because we are actually right on the verge of not having enough power. So I was thinking, one of my favorite things about the geothermal power plant is the way that it really integrates into an industrial area. It really looks like a part of the architecture there. And I think there's some space here for one. There's probably not space on this side. How wide is that? It is 5 wide. So I only have a 4 wide gap on this side. However, I do believe I can. Let's get these 1 unit roads back again. I use these things probably too much. They're just so nice, though. It almost feels like cheating because they're so handy and practical, and they fit into tiny little spaces. I don't want it to go all the way over to that main road, but I want it to get really close. Now, I could do that by turning off the snapping, but I think I'll do it with move it. And I want to scoot it this way so that the textures will merge. And for some reason, it's a little bit low here. Okay, well, interesting. Anyway, you won't notice that once the contour lines are turned off, so I guess that's fine. Okay, and then let's just plop this baby down. And we will give it a little bit of moving around. Now, I know that the pollution messes up the fertile land. But it's looking like the fertile land here is basically stopped by this point anyway. And this is something else I need to check. Do I have the policy now for the filter industrial waste? Yeah, that's what it is. This really helps reduce the ground pollution. It is this purpley ground here. It's ugly. But it's good to know that the ground pollution is there so that you'll know and you'll appreciate it more once it's not there. Okay, having said that, I've got a lot of industrial demand. The power plant here integrates really nicely with industry, and it really does. And actually, I think I might sneak another one of those little roads in right about here, so I can increase. Oh, I just broke the zones. Okay, this looks like an opportunity for pedestrian path, because there is now this little trolley stop down here. All right. So let's have a little pedestrian path here, and then another one here, to give all of these trolley riders a nice, easy way to get to work. So you can see already that this new industry, even though it's the so-called dirty vanilla industry, it's not polluting the ground as much. Where's our little pollution? Right? And then this, eventually, it's going to take a while. The pollution will go down. Probably not over here at the sewage, but the ground pollution will slowly but surely go away. All right, and next, of course, we'll be starting to add some more industry over here, some more farming industry. We've got a lot of this organic local produce over here. Probably going to want to make yet another bridge crossing over here and connect pathways. I'm really liking this area. Let's just take a minute and sort of drink it in. Yeah. Lots of people using the new crossing here. So nice, right? Usually a highway will just sort of divide a community in two. Not in my city. I'm going to make sure there's lots of ways, lots of very pleasant ways of getting to the other side of the highway, right? And there's a tree right in the middle of that. I think we can just get rid of that one tree. Yeah. Lots of ways to get back and forth. Right. And, oh, this is something. Okay. It's good to get down at your citizen's eye level now and then, so you notice things like there being a giant highway pillar right in the middle of this pathway. So that's something I'm going to want to adjust and change. Okay. Right. And then I don't want these little dividers. Okay. Getting a little close to our plants here, our sculpture. Let's adjust that. Every time you solve one problem, you create two more. Okay, this over here. Is this high enough? It's pretty low. And they're kind of, yeah, this is not really ideal here. Seems like this should be quite a bit further this way. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, okay, that's much better. And I don't think they're going to be bumping their heads on the highway too badly there. Oh yeah, there's plenty of clearance. Oh, that's interesting. So does that just pop up and pop down to allow the car? Oh, it certainly does. I never knew that. I'm still new to the plazas and promenades. But I mean, that's one way of keeping the keeping the cars out. It does create a bit of a delay in an emergency, though. At some point, I'm probably going to add more services, probably over this way. I'm going to need to do that. Okay. Farms. I think I'm going to need the four-way. Something that is a bit of an odd feature of the game is the amount of traffic produced by farms. You would think that a field of wheat would not be producing 50 tractors worth of materials per day, but apparently they do. Okay, so I'm going to start with this area is less fertile, so I'm probably going to put the small animal pasture, and then right next to it we can put a little orchard and a little crop field, and we'll just leave it at that for now. See how that affects our demand. Our residential demand starting to creep back up. Oh, since I added that power plant, I'm probably not needing to have my budget quite so high anymore. I can probably turn this back down to 100. And let's see. Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of extra power. All right, so let's check this out. I mean, I really love this. This power plant just looks like it's so at home with the factories here, right? It just integrates with them so nicely. You really don't realize that it's a separate thing. Yeah, I'm liking that quite a bit. That's nice. Oh, I'm starting to see the pollution go away a little bit on the ground over here. Not over here, but it's starting to go away a little bit over here. So that's nice. We could probably even plant some trees and stuff here before too long and make our industry area much nicer. Had to change the color of these trolleys. I don't like the bright purple of the trolleys. So I think this sort of grayish purple is kind of nice. I do want to work on completing the green belt around here before I start expanding into a new area. But I guess we did some things, right? We developed this little neighborhood here some. We added some more ways to get across the highway and expanded our park a little bit. And we got our geothermal plant going. I'm just a slow builder. I build slow, but I make sure that everything looks just the way I want it to. This area could use some attention. Yeah. Our park leveled up, so I can add some more park assets. We've got this chessboard, and I think that will fit just perfectly right here. Yeah. Okay. And now I'm level 4. That was all it took. I love the climbing frame. Oh, we could put some gazebos in here now. Where's some good places for gazebos? One thing about the info view is it really kind of gets in the way of seeing what things are going to look like. And that kind of drives me crazy sometimes. You think a gazebo right next to the highway? Probably not, really. Where's a good place for a gazebo? Right here probably is a good place for a gazebo. Yeah. Maybe over here is a good place for a gazebo. We'll do the green one. I wonder, can I put the climbing frame over here? Oh, I can. This big pedestrian path will let me place park assets on it. Like that. Okay. So that's fun. Okay. Probably going to need to fence off the rest of the park. Maybe there's room for another asset over there. What's the last one? Is the trampoline park? I think the trampoline park will probably go here once we get to level 5. Let's check here. Oh yeah, we're just over it. So all we need is to just wait until we get enough visitors. I could probably turn the ticket price down. I don't want to charge them too much money just to use this park. At some point, actually, when we're making lots of money, I'm probably going to make all the parks free. Ideally, that's how I want it to be. But with all of the stuff that I'm planning to build, at this point, I think probably need that extra income. So I want to build some more greenbelt here. Yeah, good. This way, people can get to their jobs by walking. I want to extend the green belt this way as well. Oh yeah, look at all of those people using. That's nice. I like that. This needs a little bit of adjustment. The height. Let's just give it a little bit of surface painter here. Actually, it's the ruined texture I want, isn't it? Yeah. That just makes it seem a little bit better integrated. Good times. Any more gazebo opportunities? This area here seems like it should have a gazebo, even though it is kind of close to the highway. Okay. Let's go back to our green belt here. So if you saw on the, I guess it was the last episode, I somehow lost all of my intersection marking tool presets. And one of them that I had was for pavement stairs. I did, of course, make some concrete stairs, which the color and the texture goes really nicely with these part paths. But on this one, I actually want the pavement vanilla steps because they're the same color. So let's see here. I might have to pause the simulation here because it's making things go real slow. Okay, step. Pavement V step. This one. Is it that one? Somehow that's not looking right. Maybe it's the stone V step. It is. It's the stone, not the pavement. Okay. I forget what I used before. 0.5 maybe. That looks pretty close. We want the elevation at 0, and we want the angle to be 90. And then the shift, nope, elevation stays there. The shift, I think I'm gonna have to look and see if that's the same. It looks pretty good though. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it at that. And then I want to make a template of this. And then let's just copy that. And we'll paste it over here. But I do want to check. It seems like... Yeah, that looks about the same. This one needs a little bit of moving, though. It's gotten a little too far. Okay, well, I'm not gonna get too stuck on... Oh, that's where it is. That's where the problem lies. It's this node. It needs to be... The angle needs to be fixed. Yay, there we go. All right. Much, much better. Now this is a little weird. I raised it up too much. Whoa, okay. Hello, lag. So where's that happy medium? I want it to where the... Okay, well, there's a little bit of the tearing there, but I think it's a big improvement, so I'm just going to leave it alone for now. I could just sit and watch these people walking. It's very satisfying. Right? If you build the walkways, they will walk on them. It is very nice that they are walking on them. Now, speaking of walking on them, I'm probably going to need some crosswalks, because this is a big long stretch of road with no crosswalks. And of course, as it would have it, all the places that I've chosen to make my pedestrian paths, there are no nodes. And if I put nodes there with crosswalks, it's going to mess up my zones and break all of my zoned grown buildings here. So I think what I'm going to do is just make crosswalks where the nodes already are, because I don't feel like dealing with this one's kind of close. Something that I've done before that has sort of worked is to make this custom, to move this crosswalk to here, and then to just say no pedestrians on this side. All right? So now that crosswalk's in the right place. And there they go, right across. And then did like a little... I don't know what that was. This one I think is close enough to here. I don't need a crossing there. All right. Good times. Hey, and the cash is starting to build up. That's good. We're going to need that for our expansion. let's talk about the plans a little bit, right? So my big plan is to put the downtown somewhere in here, right? Because the highways sort of enclose an area here, right? They go over here and over here and here. And so I want there to be kind of, and there's a highway here too. I want there to be roads feeding into it from all angles. These arterials will be going here and here and here and here. So right here really makes the most sense for being the downtown. Okay, I thought before maybe it should be down here towards the coast, but no, the way the networks are, it makes sense. Even though it's a little close to the edge of the map, this should be the downtown, right? So that this is sort of like a ring road, and I might even make another little connecting highway. Well, they connect down here. Yeah. But that way I can have a road coming from here, a road coming from here, and here. And so this is probably going to be the main downtown area. Let me know if you agree with that. Leave a comment. All right. Okay, well, I think this is probably a good place to end the episode, or else do a detailing time lapse. Maybe I should start the next episode with a detailing time lapse, right? And fill in all of our green belt. All right, well, thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. I am slowly getting better at this. Each episode, I think, gets a little bit better. So maybe by the end of this series, I'll be halfway decent at making these. All right. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.